Have you ever stopped to think that young people today are dying younger than the elderly? This is no exaggeration, but an alarming reality that is growing daily. While older generations still enjoy long lives, many young people are falling victim to health problems that could have been avoided. The culprit? Something as common and seemingly harmless as what we put on our plates. Poor nutrition has become a silent weapon, driving frightening rates of chronic diseases like obesity, diabetes, and heart problems. Ultra-processed foods packed with sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats infiltrate our tables without us realizing the danger they pose. What seems like a practical and tasty choice is actually an invitation to a devastating fate. And the scariest part? Many young people don't even realize the risks until it's too late. Meanwhile, their bodies silently accumulate the invisible damage caused by years of poor choices. We're not talking about something that might affect them decades later, but rather serious issues already knocking at their doors before they even turn 30. Are you ready to face the consequences? Get ready to face a chilling truth. 5 dangerous, silent, and treacherous diseases are spreading among unsuspecting young people and adults, and what you put on your plate could be the key to triggering this nightmare. With every seemingly harmless meal, you could be feeding enemies that strike without warning, threatening to turn your life into a battlefield against health problems that seem far off but are closer than you think. Obesity, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular diseases, and fatty liver are just the beginning of a list of dangers we're about to reveal. Are you ready to discover the hidden threats that could be destroying your body without you noticing? Obesity. Obesity is one of the most concerning health conditions in modern times, especially after the age of 30. It is not just an aesthetic issue, but a risk factor for several severe diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, and heart problems. Excess weight, often caused by a diet rich in empty calories and unhealthy fats, compromises quality of life and makes daily activities more difficult. Ultra-processed foods like snacks, fast food, and soft drinks are the main culprits. These products are high in calories and low in nutritional value, leading to the accumulation of body fat. Furthermore, a sedentary lifestyle amplifies the negative effects of an unbalanced diet. This combination is detrimental to metabolic health. Over time, obesity can lead to even more severe complications such as sleep apnea, joint diseases, and even certain types of cancer. The human body is not designed to endure excess weight for long periods, which accelerates physical and mental wear. To prevent or reverse this condition, adopting healthy eating habits is essential. Reducing the consumption of processed foods, increasing vegetable intake, and engaging in regular physical activity are simple yet powerful measures for a healthier and more balanced life. Type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes has become a silent epidemic, increasingly affecting younger people. A diet rich in refined sugars, simple carbohydrates, and ultra-processed foods is directly linked to the development of this disease. The uncontrolled rise of blood sugar can lead to serious complications throughout life. When the body loses the ability to use insulin efficiently, blood sugar levels remain elevated. This condition, called insulin resistance, is worsened by poor eating habits and lack of physical activity. Unfortunately, many only realize the problem when symptoms are already advanced. Type 2 diabetes not only affects the metabolic system, but can also cause irreversible damage to the kidneys, eyes, and nerves. Furthermore, the risk of cardiovascular diseases significantly increases in people with poorly controlled diabetes. Prevention starts with smart choices on your plate. Swapping refined foods for whole grain options, reducing sugar intake, and including more vegetables and lean proteins in your diet are important steps to avoid diabetes and live healthily. Hypertension. Known as the silent killer, hypertension often has no visible symptoms but can cause severe damage to the body. Excessive consumption of salt and ultra-processed foods is one of the main causes of this issue, which becomes more common after the age of 30. When blood pressure is constantly elevated, the heart has to work harder to pump blood. This weakens blood vessels and increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Small dietary changes can make a big difference in preventing this issue. In addition to diet, factors like stress, sedentary lifestyles, and alcohol consumption also contribute to high blood pressure. Maintaining a balanced lifestyle is essential to avoiding long-term complications. To protect your cardiovascular health, reduce sodium intake, opt for natural seasonings, and invest in a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole foods. Prevention is always the best remedy. Cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular diseases are the leading cause of death worldwide, and poor nutrition is one of the biggest contributors to this problem. Excess trans fats, saturated fats, and sugar in the diet can lead to plaque buildup in the arteries, restricting blood flow and overburdening the heart. When the heart suffers, the whole body feels it. Heart attacks, strokes, and heart failure are just some of the possible consequences. The good news is that these conditions can be avoided with simple lifestyle changes. Swap bad fats for healthy fats, like those found in avocados and olive oil. Include more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains in your diet and exercise regularly. Your heart will thank you. Hepatic steatosis, fatty liver. Hepatic steatosis, popularly known as fatty liver, is an increasingly common condition in people with poor eating habits. The accumulation of fat in this vital organ is directly related to the excessive consumption of fatty foods and alcoholic beverages. Initially, steatosis may be silent without apparent symptoms. However, if left untreated, it can progress to inflammation, fibrosis, and even liver cirrhosis. The liver is responsible for filtering toxins from the body, and its malfunction can compromise the entire system. A diet rich in fast foods, fried foods, and sugary drinks is one of the main triggers of this condition. Additionally, a sedentary lifestyle worsens the problem by hindering the metabolism of accumulated fats. To prevent fatty liver, it is essential to adopt a balanced diet and reduce alcohol consumption. Prioritizing natural foods like fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins is the key to keeping this organ healthy and functional.